A warm welcome to each one of you to the virtual session of science. So, we are going to continue with the chapter Wastewater Story Part 3, Chapter 18. What are we going to do? Let us see. We were talking about wastewater treatment plant. A treatment plant where you have a stepwise procedure to treat wastewater before you actually dispose it in a huge water bodies. So we have seen this in the previous session WWTP, and you have seen the screen. You have seen the screen bars there where it is used to bar screen where it is used to separate large objects and small objects from the water. Now second method we are going to start in this session. So I hope you are writing and you are going to continue the writing part in this session. So second method of wastewater treatment is separation of sand and dust. How are you going to separate sand and dirt? After small and large objects, you are separating sand and dirt. The wastewater is then sent to a grit and sand removal tank. The speed of the water is decreased at this step. This allows the sand, dirt, and pebbles to settle down. So, this is a technique by which sand and dirt can be separated from water. This is the second step in treating wastewater. First step we have already done in the previous session. I hope you are writing all these steps, children. Now, the third step will be the removal of solids. How are we going to remove solids? Now, the water cycles in a tank called clarifiers, which is sloped in the center. This lets the solids like feces to settle at the bottom, and this is called sludge. So, this is how the removal of solids can be done. The sludge is then separated from the water with the help of a scraper. These are the various process or procedure taken for uh, treating wastewater. Substances like oil, grease are removed with the help of skimmer, and they have huge water treatment plant. All these facilities install over there. So this installation is done, and a proper step has to be taken one after the other, so that the procedure becomes automatically water, that sewage water is treated. Substances like oil and grease are removed from this with the help of a skimmer as they float above the water. As you know, oil and grease float on water, and in this step clarified water is obtained. The sludge is so obtained is passed into a tank where anaerobic bacteria can decompose it and produce biogas. So sludge is a human waste or the animal waste, that is a feces, that is also being used. This is a biological process. How we are using by biological process, the sludge so obtained into a tank has anaerobic bacteria which can respire without oxygen. They decompose the sludge, and then they produce biogas which can be used for domestic purposes. Biogas is then used as a fuel for domestic purpose. Then sand and dirt removal tank you can see over here. This is the actual water treatment plant. It's a huge plant because you have to deal with huge sewage water, huge amount of sewage water. Now, fourth step is to deal with suspended sludge removal. The clarified water also needs to be cleaned further. So, we are doing this fourth step. Hence, it is moved to an aerator that pumps air into it. This allows aerobic bacteria to grow in this water. Aerobic bacteria are those bacteria which will respire in presence of oxygen. So this will allow the aerobic bacteria to grow in this. Why aerobic bacteria? Because the aerobic bacteria only will consume organic waste, soaps, food waste, and other elements that remain in the clarified water. So you are enhancing the growth of aerobic bacteria so that it will consume all that organic waste. This is how scientifically this sewage water is treated. This water is allowed to settle for several hours, and then this waste material settle down in the tank. This is called activated sludge. So these are the various procedures, one after the other. Scientifically it has to be taken because you have to deal with all the kinds of contamination in water. It is not necessarily a water will have only one kind of contamination and you have only one type of treatment. No, it has so many types of contamination, and every contamination has to be dealt properly, has to be dealt stepwise. The water is removed from the top of the sludge with the help of machines or sand drying beds. The sludge is then dried and can be used as manure. So let's see how from this sewage water, which we actually, we when you see you see so much of contamination, you feel that nothing can be done of this water, but you can see how much use can be done of that waste. Waste can be used for the best. Now you see the aerator over here. It is an aerator where uh, water is treated with air. Some amount of air is supplied where it will enhance the growth by some means. Air is being supplied to water. That means in the sense some kind of machine which will compress air in water, so it will allow more of oxygen in water, and oxygen in more in water means aerobic bacteria will grow faster, and that will consume all organic waste. This treated water contains fewer amount of impurities and suspended matter. This water is safe to dump into water body or under the ground. Hence, it is then discharged into sea, river or underground. Nature further cleans it up. See how beautifully we can stepwise we can make that sewage water, which is so highly contaminated with different type of contaminants, can be treated and can be made fit to be dumped into huge water bodies, uh, can be discharged into a river, seas, or can be put underground, and nature will take care of it. Chemical treatment of wastewater. How are we going to treat wastewater chemically? Now, please write down, this is also important. Sometimes harmful chemicals can be present in the water because water get contaminated from chemical industries also, where chemicals get added in water, that becomes the chemical contaminants. So, harmful chemicals can be present in the water even after treating them physically and biologically. So, physically, separation and all that of large, small objects done. Biologically, you are adding bacteria, you are enhancing the growth of aerobic bacteria, and all that we have seen. But if chemicals present, how are you going to do? We are going to do chemical treatment. These chemicals are therefore removed by using disinfectants such as chlorine and ozone. So here chemicals use are chlorine and ozone. In swimming pools also they keep adding chlorine gas so that all that microbes in the water will get killed. It will disinfect water. In swimming pool commonly use chlorine gas because people do swim in water, and many people swim in water, and continuously swimming in water we are adding so much of contamination in the swimming pool, so that has to be taken care of. So chlorine gas act as a very good disinfectant to kill all microbes. Often chlorine gas or ozone gas is introduced in this water, which purifies it chemically. As I've told you, drain water which comes to us, it goes for water treatment procedure, and one of the procedure where water finally has to be treated with chlorine, so that it should have a right amount of chlorine so that it can take care of the bacterial growth in water and it becomes fit for consumption to us. I'm talking about the municipality water which we get at home, the tap water which we get at home. So this is how chemical treatment of wastewater is done. Yeah, just have a look, just a briefing on wastewater treatment plant. You can see the step 1, 2, 3, 4, how the wastewater goes into the grid tank. You have a bar screen to separate all large and smaller objects. Then you have a settling tank. Then you have an aeration tank where air is added. Then you have a clarifiers. From there it goes to digester. From clarifier it goes to UV radiation you can pass so that you can kill germs. You can put chlorine in water that can take care of the germs, and all this treatment can be done from the digester. that water can be the contamination can be incinerated. That means the waste inside you can remove and you can incinerate, heat at a very high temperature, burning at a very high temperature, waste removed from that wastewater to subject to incineration. That means burning the waste in a suitable place, remote areas you do burning of that. You can use this water for agriculture purposes. Then waste from that wastewater can be used for landfillings. All these are the entire chart of wastewater treatment plant. Just have a look on this, children. Thank you, children, and have a great day.